Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Soda Pop Podcast. I am your host, Kiya Williams, and I am joined with 2 out of 3 special guests. Sadly, one couldn't join us today because they're sick. Can we get a hi?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm here with Ella and Shayna. Or
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne. My bad. I don't know.
okay.
I don't know where I got Shayna from. You literally just told me your name. I'm awful.
That's okay.
But yeah, Ella and Cheyenne. They recently just won our chopped competition that we do here at UNA. But before we talk about all of those wonderful, fun things, we're going to do our fresh squeeze. Today we have Coca-Cola year 3000. I think Y 3000. I personally have not had this before, and I know it's not a lemonade, but it's a Soda Pop podcast. It counts. So let's get a little open ASMR moment. I don't like the way this smells.
No, is it flavored? Is it? I know it's
It's
limited edition.
No, look.
No,
it says,
what?
It says futuristic flavor.
It's flavored.
Oh, no.
Because it's our
what,
future.
Try it.
what?
Try it.
What does futuristic mean?
Try it.
Tells you your future, Ella.
It's not a good future.
Um,
Yeah.
you know,
Don't
it's
like
like
it.
okay. Well, I'm kind of a little bit digging it because I love the Coke gummies that they have.
It does taste like gelatin.
Yeah, it's like they melted it down and put it in this bottle. Is that what they meant?
It tastes
Probably.
like TV static. I'm getting TV static and like gummies. Like I feel like it's I feel like I'm at like a movie theater like carpet.
Yes.
It's like bad popcorn and like melted gummies that are stuck to a carpet.
No.
gosh.
Now you're just making me reminding me of like a good movie theater because I basically live in the movie theater. So I don't know. I'm kind
I
of
don't
digging
like
it more
it.
now that I like it. I mean, now that I'm drinking it more.
I personally do not like it. The more I'm drinking it, the more upset I'm getting. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I'm gonna leave mine open because this is I like
Drink
it.
it. Have fun. I personally don't. If I had to rate this, I'm not a big Coke person either, so that probably didn't help either. I'm a Sprite girl. So for me, this is like a 2 out of 10. Like if I was thirsty, I would drink it. I wouldn't I wouldn't pay for it again. But like if it was there and it was cold, I would drink it. If not, it's like, don't give that to me.
I may pay for it. Like it's a 7. I do a 7.
Okay.
I'd say probably about a 7. Yeah.
It's just I'm not enjoying the flavors.
It's
of
not
it.
It would not be my first pick. I'm a Dr. Pepper person.
It gives me slight Dr. Pepper vibes. I also just hate Dr. Pepper. So
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I hate Dr. Pepper too.
I'm
sorry.
It doesn't taste like anything. It just tastes disgusting.
Oh wow. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm making enemies right now. I'm so sorry.
You made an ally.
Oh, okay, bestie, I got it. So you guys just won Chopped because you guys are culinary art majors, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Can you tell me why you chose to be culinary art major? Why you're here today?
Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go
You
first?
can go first.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, I chose to get into culinary arts because I'm more of a baker. I'm not really a chef. Your stereotypical chef. And so I just really got into the program because I wanted to learn more about that and how to expand on, I know how to bake, but what the things I don't know is more of the business technicalities.
Yes.
So I started UNA because I heard they have an awesome culinary program and I didn't want to move far away from home, wanted to be kind of close. And I've been really enjoying it so far, even though I'm not the best chef. I can't really cook. I don't cook in my free time. I bake a lot. But I think the number one reason I got into baking was I just really like to see people happy when they eat whatever I've made. I really like to bring a smile to people's faces.
I 100% agree. Like literally, I realized that like my love language is just cooking for people.
Yes.
Because people get so happy. Like they're not mad about food.
Yeah, I actually give gifts to my family. Like I used to never know what people wanted for their birthdays, especially my family members. The older family members don't really want like objects because they don't like clutter. And I'm like, well, how do I show my appreciation for them if they don't really want a gift and they won't tell me what they want? Stubborn. So I started baking for them, and that really just kicked off my love of baking. And I just saw how happy it made people. So I just wanted to continue that.
Love that.
I got into culinary simply because I just like to cook for people. And then I also like always watch those cooking shows on television. And I was like, that would be so interesting. But the thing that they don't tell you is that it's difficult. Very difficult when you are graded for what you make. And then like my creativity level is 0. So I have a hard time with that. But I'm getting better. So yeah.
No, I love that. Well,
Yeah, look at
obviously
me go.
you've gotten more creative to win a chop challenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is super cool. What years are you guys? Like, are you a sophomore, freshman, junior?
I am a junior.
Okay.
Technically, I am a senior, but some of my classes got, switched around.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to go for like a
So now you're a junior.
You're gonna be a super senior.
yes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
because
be a
I
super
was
senior.
I was supposed to graduate this year, and then classes got messed up. So now I'm back down to a junior.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be some super seniors, which is fine. We love that. That's perfectly normal and fine. When it comes to like the culinary arts program, everyone has to take the chopped course at least only once, right? You don't take it another time.
Yes, as I hope it's only one.
Oh
Okay.
gosh, yeah, I hope.
And then you guys work with UNA dining. Like, do you work with cartwheels, or is it just only the cartwheels, or is it just the culinary department?
I think it was just the people that are like over the UNA dining because they just come in and like set everything up. So I'm not sure if it's Chartwell's as well too.
It might
If
be.
that's where they get their ingredients, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Do you guys know about like what the things will be before you guys cook, or
No, it's just like the one on television.
Yeah.
Like you go in completely blind and you only have a limited amount of ingredients that are available. And we only have 2 hot plates. So it was very difficult for us because we did not have an oven or anything like that. So very limited. It was definitely a challenge.
What were the challenges for this semester, if you guys remember?
For the challenge?
Yeah, the different ones that y'all had throughout the semester.
Well, the first one that we walked into, I was like so nervous because I was like, what is going to be in that box? Probably something I've never seen in my life. Correct. Yes. It was jicama, which is what, starch?
It's oh no. Did we forget? Wait, no, I think it's a
I think it is.
vegetable.
It may have been. Anyways,
We argued for
treated-
10 minutes
Yes.
about that's where most of our time went.
Yes, we
for round
treated it
one.
like a starch.
It is a vegetable.
Okay,
I
so
remembered because I said starch
Yes.
in the challenge, and then I was wrong, so I remembered that.
It's very close to like what is it? Also known as it's a Mexican turnip.
Oh,
Oh wow. Okay.
It doesn't taste like a
we
turnip.
tasted it. It was not bad, but we did treat it like a starch. I'm pretty sure we did.
This is it, right? I might have spelled it wrong.
It is right.
Okay.
Is it? That's not what ours looked like, though, was it?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know where they got ours, but I don't think it looked
I
like
think
that.
it seems to be correct.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Seems to be. But yeah, that was definitely a challenge because you don't know what's going to be in that box. And then you have to think of like a whole plate. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? How do you make it good? How do you make it all pair well together? So yeah, that was a challenge for me.
Well, the jicama was really a challenge, especially when
Yes.
you never, going off of what you said, if you've never seen something before and you're in such like a time constraint. I think
Yes.
we did treat it as a starch, but we paired it with like some spinach just in case it wasn't a starch to get that vegetable factor in there.
Yes.
And we tried to mash it down into like because we really didn't know what to do.
Right.
And we were just thinking on the fly, so you can't. And that was before we knew we could use like our phones to research ideas.
Yes, we did
Oh.
not find that out until
Yeah.
the second competition, and everybody else is over there cheating on their phones, and I'm like, what is going on?
Maybe we should have just done it and asked for forgiveness.
Yeah, maybe.
So like, is this for the course? You only show up to those days of the competition and that's it? Or
Well,
do
you can go and watch like the other teams, but I was never able to because I had to work.
So it's on different days, or
Yes, it was every 2 weeks, I believe. So the first day was team 1 and 2. 2 weeks later, it was team 3 and 4.
Okay.
And then the winners competed, and then the losers competed, and then you had the finale.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I love that. No, because I didn't know that. I didn't know if it was like a
Yes.
practice course that y'all did.
Oh,
in
no.
between,
He
or-
said, like,
no.
in past years that there has been practice rounds. Not for us. We just went in there blinded.
Cold turkey.
Yep.
Okay, well, as a baker, as you say, is this more challenging for you to come up with like savory meals?
Oh yeah, so I'm not really qualified to be a chef in the typical terms because my flavor palette it tends to be a lot sweeter. And just it's more toward desserts. Like I don't really like a lot of spice, and my food is a bit blander than some people would like. So it's really a challenge for me to season my things correctly. Which is why Victoria was so awesome during our partner that could not be here, unfortunately. She is so awesome at seasoning things and really saved our butts a lot of the time because, oh gosh, I put a little salt and she's like, no, you need to.
So add more.
Add some more. Add some flavor. But this is flavor to me. So it's my palates don't really match probably the typical person's palate. Which is challenging. And then, of course, I don't know a lot about cooking. I know a lot about baking, but I only really started cooking when I started the Culinary Arts here because I don't really, I know I'm a chef and I probably shouldn't say this, but I don't really enjoy cooking. But I have enjoyed learning a lot about like different preparation methods and just what all you can do with food. It's really opened my eyes there.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with not liking cooking per se. Even if you are a chef, you want to be a baker more than anything. It's very obvious that's where your heart lies. But you got to learn how to do things you don't like.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
No, since you brought up like palate, I was wondering, has any of y'all heard about like the super taster palate thing?
No.
Is it where? I'm gonna let you explain before.
Okay, so I've just seen this all over TikTok of people buying these strips to because if you were like a picky eater as a kid, it was said that you like people now realize that you might be a super taster, aka your palate's more inclined to notice flavors that other people won't.
Oh wow.
Have you guys heard of any of that?
I think
no, I have not.
I heard it once.
In an ideal world, I would have had the budget to buy them, and we would have tried them here today. However, I don't. So sadly, I encourage everyone to go look that up and try it yourself, to see if you're a super taster, especially if you were a picky eater as a kid, because like some people, vegetables are just like more bitter to them, or like it's genetically placed that like you might be a super taster. And I just thought that was super cool and interesting.
Oh, maybe because I have to really, I can't eat them raw.
No, a lot of people can't. They're like a lot, because that's why I was like wondering if that was something that you've ever heard of, because it changes people's palates.
Well, I can really not stand the taste of any alcohol, even when you're using alcohol when cooking. It's so bitter to me, and I swear I can taste it if you use it. So I can't.
I really want to take those tests for you right now. I really want to know. In another world we would have. When it comes down to the brackets that you guys were in, did you go up the winner bracket, loser bracket? Like, how did that play out?
Okay, so our first round we won against team 1, and so then we moved to the winners bracket, which that did not go as everybody had planned. Okay, so we met up, and then the other team that won, only one team member showed up out of 3. And then, so we had to give our team member that is not here today to that team member. So it was 2 against 2.
It's betrayal.
And then, and then after that, he goes and cuts his thumb. So we had to delay. And then they're like, okay, you can start cooking. And then we delayed again. And so then we just had to basically forfeit. And then he emailed us and he was like, that other team is disqualified. So we automatically moved to the finale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So a little bit
interesting.
we cheated a little bit there.
Yeah,
but it's
just
not
a
like we
little.
sabotaged.
It wasn't you.
It was not our choice. That was Chef Honora's choice.
Well,
okay.
I gotta say, I'm glad we didn't have to
Compete?
cook
Yes.
with one without our teammate, because it would have felt a little strange if they went on and then we didn't really know what to do. Like, what if they won? Is it like, is
where
she
was she gonna go?
Yeah, is she disqualified? Is she gonna go with him now?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we didn't know.
yeah. And
Are
then
there typically teams of 3 or
Yes,
two?
everybody
It's
was teams of 3.
Okay.
Yes.
And I swear the ingredients for that round was like a whole lot harder
Yes.
than any of the other rounds. It was like a zombie, what is it, Takis?
Yes.
Or something.
And then we had
awful sour flavor. I hated that.
We had 5 ingredients that round. The first round was 3, 4, something like that. But we had
4.
2 chips in that second round, and we were so confused. And we had candy corn, and it was.
Did we have something else?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, something else. Other than the meat.
Oh,
it was
we had
steak.
dragon fruit. That's what it
Dragon
was.
fruit. Yes.
And
Never
steak.
Yeah, and steak. Never cooked with dragon fruit in my life. I was like, what are we going to do?
Was it like
with
white
this?
dragon fruit or red dragon fruit?
It was regular. It was red.
Oh, okay. I've had
Yeah.
a white dragon fruit and I absolutely hated it.
Yeah, we cut it open. I was like, oh, it's so pretty, but what do we do? Because
Well, it doesn't have like much flavor.
Yeah.
right,
And
I
then,
didn't know how to
yeah.
treat it, and then we had candy corn on top of that, and I was like, what?
Yeah. So.
It's so confusing. And that one chip was disgusting.
Oh,
So,
the
yes.
zombie chips. I don't recommend those.
Everything had to be in there in some sort of way. So we were so confused on what to do with 2 different types of chips because you can't fry anything because we don't have the space to do so.
Yeah.
Well, they really hate frying things.
Yeah,
You don't-
they're like,
you
don't do
wanna
fried
be-
foods. And I was like, then what are we supposed to do?
That would be perfect for breading.
Well, they give
Yeah.
us the things to fry stuff every time. It's like, could
Yes.
you please stop sending me mixed signals over there?
Yes.
We are in the South. We like to fry things here.
Exactly.
When all else
yes.
fails, you put it in a deep fryer. You know?
That's how you make
Yep.
things taste good.
Exactly. One question I have is like, do you guys do this? Where do you guys have the competitions?
So in previous years, it's been in the UNA main market.
Okay.
But then this year, they moved it to the GUC out on the floors. We were out in the middle, so everybody could watch. And yes.
Was that more like intimidating?
When I walked in, I was like, I'm leaving because I don't like to be in front of people like that. And I feel like I'd have been comfortable in the main market because it's kind of like secluded.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that was another challenge.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then so since this is like the first year they've done it in that location, we only had like 2, what are they called?
Hot plates.
Yeah, hot plates. And they would always give out. Like you can't really use your blender they provided with your hot plates because there's just not enough power or whatever. And it happened every time.
Yeah.
Every time it would give
The
out.
first challenge was so freaking hard because you only have 45 minutes to come up with a plate. Well, you can't do anything if it keeps tripping. And so it was that. And then the finale, ours kept tripping, but the other teams did not. So we were so confused. We were like, how are we supposed to do this? How are we supposed to get things done if it keeps turning off? But yeah, it was difficult.
Is each round like a different course, or is it like entrees, appetizers?
No,
dessert,
it was just an entree. You just come up with like an entree. I thought we were supposed to do like an entree and a dessert, but then he told us before
Yeah.
everything started, just one entree.
Well, I think it used to be when they did it in their old location that they would have like either you'd have to make a dessert or like maybe an appetizer with it.
Yeah.
And there was only 2 people to a team, but of course you had a lot more
equipment.
equipment
Yes.
to really complete it in time. And did they have more time? They may have had a tad more time than
I
we
feel
did.
like they probably did simply because it's
they
2
only
courses.
had 2 people. Yeah.
And ours was 45 minutes for one course, which seems like a lot of time, but it's really not because you get in there and you're like, okay, I have to put something together. And then the next thing you know, they're like 10 minutes. And it's like, well, you need at least 5 to plate something.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know about it, but yeah.
Yeah, I think the most challenging thing is thinking of something on the fly because I
Yes.
am really a planner. I really have to plan it, think about it for at least a day.
Recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was hard.
I don't doubt it. We're going to take one moment to be flat with the audience. If you don't know, Be Flat's a segment that we have where we get to be brutally honest about something that people don't want to talk about. This week's edition is going to be food related because we're here talking about Chopped with the Culinary
Yay.
Arts people. I will go first, so to get y'all knowing.
Okay.
And something that I realized that makes me so mad is in the packet of like Halloween candies, like all the different ones. When they have a candy in there that's individually wrapped that you can't go buy in a bigger like bucket full. I just found out about the Jolly Ranchers Misfits. And they no longer make them anymore. And the only way I can buy some is for $17 for a little packet of it because it's discontinued. Why did they put it in the Halloween packs if they didn't want me to go buy it individually? I'm not going to spend $17 for 20 of them. That's just not.
Wow.
No. So that's something that makes me really mad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I really, there's been a lot of flavors where I just had to say goodbye. I don't love you that much to buy like a $20. Like, I just want a small bag.
Yeah.
Where are the
Right.
small bags? Why
Yeah.
are they in like, how much candy am I buying and how many people am I buying it for?
Yeah.
Like, it's not, especially this year, I feel like trick-or-treaters have like really
Trick-or-treating's
dwindled down.
not a thing anymore.
It's like,
Well, it's
heard
because
trunk or treat now.
everything
Yep.
everything has inflated, and so
Which I
it's
hate that.
difficult for like middle class families to go out and buy candy for these
in
little
trick-or-treating
children.
as well.
Yes.
Both of those things.
Yes, and it's like people are barely like living right now because everything has inflated. So maybe that's got something to do with it.
Yeah.
yeah. I know I've seen like a lot of videos on TikTok recently where it was like, usually we have so many kids, 200, 300, and not one trick-or-treater came by neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And I know the place I went to, it's usually cram-packed because we go in Florence because my parents have a friend who lives there, and we usually, stay at his house for like a Halloween party.
Yeah.
And I swear there wasn't a lot of kids because I'm on I really love handing out candy to the little ones. And it's just, I mean, there were kids, but it was also a really populated area.
Right.
So,
No, that's fair. What is something you need to be honest about when it comes to food?
Well, number one, I hate baking. Okay. I will never bake another cake in my life. If I do, it will not be done professionally because we just recently had to do that for a class. And it went a lot better when I practiced at home. And when I went to class, it made me so mad. Like, I just had to walk away from it because that's how mad it made me. So, yes, do not look for me when decorating a cake because I will not do it. There you go.
I love baking.
I will not do it.
That is like my go-to. I love to bake.
I will make you like banana bread or something like that.
Yeah, but
do
cakes?
not ask me to do a cake ever again. Don't. I'm dead serious.
No, that's fair.
Oh my gosh.
Decorating cakes are hard, and people don't realize that.
Yes, it was difficult, and we had a limited time, and we had people in our class that are like professionals at this, and I look over at somebody's cake, and it's like I would pay like $100 for that thing because that's how good it looks, and then you look at mine. You can just throw that in the trash because don't nobody want to eat that. No,
that's fair.
Well, I think my dirty secret is I'm the opposite. I hate cooking, and that's the majority of the culinary program is cooking, obviously. Yeah. But I'm really into it for the baking aspect. I love the baking courses, but the cooking is where I struggle. Like, I remember before I started the course, I was trying to cook noodles, just noodles one day. And it was like packaged noodles. And I was trying to, I don't know. I guess I was used to where you just add the flavoring and you don't gotta drain it.
Yeah.
But these were not
Ella.
the case. So I'm just pouring the whole pack into these watery noodles. Like, why isn't this... Oh, it's awful. I'm telling you, when I'm bad at cooking, I'm bad at cooking. Like, I really have to plan stuff out.
Yeah.
Because it's just, it's like unbelievable. I catch stuff on fire. You do not want to hire me as a chef for just cooking. Now, baking,
Yes.
I'm your person. But
maybe we should partner up.
Yeah.
Make a business.
We
You be the
can-
baker. I'll be the cook.
open a business together. I'm sure that would be.
Yes, it would
Very
make money.
profitable.
Yes.
No, we love that. What are like some of your favorite meals or like desserts to bake and cook?
Oh, I know Ella's is not fish.
Oh, no. We had to like, what's it called? Fillet of fish.
Yes. Okay, so come whole. Okay, so we have to break down a lot of stuff in culinary because you have to know how to do that. Yeah, Ella was over there freaking out. I thought she was gonna have a come apart because she hates fish. Like, she can't do it. And I was having fun taking out the eyeballs and everything. Like, that was my thing. She was over there, like, puking. I was like, oh,
okay, I wasn't. I was a little bit of an exaggeration over there. But, no, like, I partnered with the two people that are really good at cooking. And then I had them teach me how to do it because I was like, how do you do this? And then I did take an eyeball out of a fish corpse.
Oh, that was the best
I
part.
hated, no, mine popped, and I had to
No,
rinse
that's like
it
the best
out.
part. I'm allergic to fish, but like we had to dissect a pig and we had to cut off its head and it wasn't coming off, so I just popped it off. It was so much fun.
No, I'm a gentle person. I don't do well when you have to, like, I don't do well with meat because I'm such a gentle person. Decorating is really where it's at for me.
Yeah.
But I hate hurting things. Like, if I see an animal when it's alive, I cannot eat it. I will be physically sick.
Oh, bless your heart.
I almost
I have
got
a
sick from
question,
that
completely
lobster.
irrelevant. Do you have a cat?
I used to.
Okay, you just look like you had a cat. That's all.
Yes. We are frequently chosen by the Cat Society. Just being dropped off at our house. We find them at restaurants. Just take them home. Sadly, because my father does not like cats in the house, they do pass away after a few years because they are outside. But I really love cats. But I will not get another one until it can be inside my house.
No, that's fair.
Okay, so we should probably answer your question. What's your favorite dish? Is that what you
Favorite
said?
dish to cook or favorite thing to bake?
Honestly, I'm a chicken person or like a steak person. So that's kind of where it's at for me. Honestly, I don't mind cooking like other stuff. I'm also like a big rice person. So when we learned how to make, what was that? Pilaf rice. I thought it was very interesting and it was delicious. Like if you know how to correctly season it and cook it to the right temperature, not overcook it or undercook it, it really turns out very well. Yes, I'm a steak person.
I mean, I like meat too. I don't like fixing it.
Yeah.
But I really love more of the sweeter dishes. And that can go for anything. I love sweet and savory. And I can't really do spice. I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on building up my tolerance, but it's a slow process.
Yes.
So really it's just my diet's not that good. Really it's like a lot of, when I can, I mean, I eat regular meals, but a lot of, cookies, cakes for me.
Mm-hmm.
I love, royal icing on cookies. I love doing that.
Royal icing
I
is
eat
so
a lot
much
of
fun.
that.
It's so much fun. I love making the border and filling it in. Oh,
I know.
it's
I
so,
made
so
some Harry
nice.
Potter ones recently. and
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm a big Potterhead. So
We love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you all so much for being with us today and coming to talk about the Culinary Chop Challenge. Before we go out, we always do something called a Fizzle Down Feel Good. So what's one good thing that possibly happened to you this week?
Tough. I've had a bad week, but winning that competition was very surprising to both of us because we thought that Team 1 was going to win because they had like the flavors there, the vegetable, fruit, whatever it was that was in that basket. They said that they could taste it in their dish, where in our dish it was lost.
Yeah.
So I guess that's one good thing that happened is winning that competition because it gives you a peace of mind that, hey, if I was ever put in that situation again, I would be able to put something out on a plate and present it.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's also my good moment for the week, especially someone who's culinary challenged. So it felt really good. It was very surprising because I'm like, I never expected to be here in the final and actually win the final. I mean, my teammates are awesome, so I'm not surprised about them. But the someone that doesn't really like cooking that much, I'm like, I don't know how this happened. But it was tough. We had some really awesome competitors.
Yes.
Brittany and Sebastian were
Our finale partners. Yeah.
Yeah. They're very creative, and Brittany, for one, she can really season stuff.
She really can.
She really got me there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were just awesome. And it was just, I really liked it. I know I didn't go into it with the best headspace because I am more of an awkward person and I don't like the spotlight. But I think this experience was really good. And I'm glad I did it.
Yeah. I have a lot of respect for the people on the Chopped TV show.
Yeah.
Because they only have one person and then they have to take out a meal and I'm sure they get less time. I think
it's 30 minutes.
30, yeah. Yeah. So I have a lot more respect for them because they have to do everything.
Yeah.
To where we have two partners that can help us come up with a dish. So kudos to them because they got it going.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
The one good thing that happened to me this week is that we started started rehearsals for some of the one acts, and that's been really fun to work with the people that I've been working with. I just realized that I forgot to ask you for your music, but before we go, what music have you been listening to?
So I'm a big country fan, so I listened to Bailey Zimmerman and Jelly Roll recently, and my favorite song by Bailey Zimmerman is Religiously. I could listen to that thing on repeat. That is a good song for me. That's about the only music I listen to is country because can't listen to nothing else. I don't feel like it's me.
Here I am again being the complete, I don't like country at all.
No, that's fair.
I mean, I may listen to some light country, but I can't do
listen
country.
to like rock or any of that stuff. I mean, Jelly Roll is kind of rock, but I think he's more like into country now. I think he's more of a country artist now, but that's about the only rock I get is Jelly Roll because can't listen to nothing else.
Well, I really just listen to whatever. I don't really go based off artist or album or stuff like that. I go based off of what I think sounds good.
No, that's fair.
Going to depend. Really, the beat is really going to depend if I like it. But recently, I've been listening to a lot of ABBA. I really like her stuff. like Dancing Queen, Angel Eyes. What's another one I just listened to?
We love ABBA, so I
I
understand.
remember the other one, but I had those songs on repeat this morning when
No,
I was
that's
getting
fair.
ready for this podcast.
I kind of just listen to whatever Spotify tells me. I mean, I change it up, but it will surprise me all the time. And currently, I guess the playlist I've been listening to the most is dark and sad. I promise I'm not. I'm not depressed. It just sounds like I am, according to that. But I've been vibing to it. As I'll add some music from that playlist Spotify made for me. But yeah, no, that's what I've been listening to this week. I promise I'm not depressed. It's just the weather changed.
Yes.
But I want to thank you guys so much for coming and listening to me. Not listening to me, listening to us. Oh my God, what am I talking about? I want to thank everyone so much for listening to these two wonderful people. And shout out to Victoria. I'm so sorry that you could not be here with us today. You are surely missed. You guys, I'm guessing, because you did a wonderful job cooking. No matter how you feel about it, continue going. Hopefully you get better at learning to love to cook. And hopefully you learn to love to decorate cakes.
No, absolutely not. I will never attempt a cake in my life.
Thank you so much for sitting here and talking to me today. And I will hopefully see all of you or hear all of you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.